Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Combermary people.
Squiz Kids! It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Wednesday, August 9. In Squiz Kids Today, Matildas bigger than Origin. Barbie sells $1 billion. The bear that became a burglar. And the wheelie bin that went on holidays. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
It's official. The Matildas are bigger than Origin. Bigger than the AFL Grand Final. And after their convincing victory over Denmark on Monday night in the so-called round of 16 at the FIFA Women's World Cup, the Australian women's football team can now lay claim to being the most popular sporting team in the country. How good is that? TV ratings figures released yesterday for the Matildas' clash with Denmark on Monday night smashed all records for the year and made it the most watched TV program of 2023. With over 2.294 million Aussies tuning in to host broadcaster Channel 7 on Monday night, it outperformed Game 1 of the State of Origin, which had 1.98 million viewers, and the AFL Grand Final, which drew 2.179 million viewers. It's proof of what the record ticket sales for the matches and the general hype that's been sweeping school playgrounds around the country had already been hinting at. Namely, that women's sport is a force to be reckoned with in Australia. Hayley Russo, Mary Fowler, Caitlin Ford and Mackenzie Arnold have all become household names. And no matter the outcome of the remainder of the Matildas World Cup campaign, sporting experts are saying that women's sport in Australia will have changed forever as a result of this World Cup. The fact that it's all happening in the same week that the Diamonds, our national netball team, pulled off the remarkable feat on Sunday night of winning the Netball World Cup for the 12th time has only reinforced the sense that girls are kicking goals everywhere. Having beat Denmark on Monday night, the Matildas now have made it into the quarterfinals, which means they're in the top 8 teams left in the competition. Come on, Matildas, you got this.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Barbie Land, where there's a big old beach party going on and every doll's invited following news that Barbie the movie has joined the very exclusive Billion Club. That's billion with a B. And that's how much money Barbie has made in ticket sales in cinemas around the world since her movie was released and people everywhere started putting on pink feather boas to go to the movies. Barbie herself will be especially happy to learn that passing the Barbillion milestone, as it's being called, also marks a big win for female movie directors, with the film's director Greta Gerwig becoming the first female director to be behind the camera of $1 billion film. Winning at sports, winning at the arts. All in all, it's shaping up to be an excellent week to be a girl.
Animal Kingdom.
And it's a special bear edition of Animal Kingdom today, after 2 bears have made headlines on opposite sides of the world. First up, a bear in Lake Tahoe in the United States, called Hank the Tank, has been caught and relocated to a bear sanctuary after it had broken into no fewer than 21 homes in the area. Turns out that Hank was in fact a female, so they've called her Henrietta. And yes, she's a big bear, so they're still keeping the tank part of her nickname. I've stuck a link to photos of Henrietta, in today's episode notes. Meanwhile, in the United Arab Emirates, a bear escaped from its crate aboard a plane just as the plane was about to take off from Dubai International Airport. When animals are transported in planes, they are put inside a crate and then stored in the cargo hold. Reports don't reveal exactly why a bear was being transported in a crate in a plane, nor is there a theory on why it decided to escape. Probably looking for an upgrade, I'd say. The next time Mum or Dad ask you to take the bin out, maybe you could take a leaf from the book of the Gabriel family in England. Their neighbours were going off on an overseas holiday and asked the Gabriels to take their bin out while they were gone, a request that the family took literally. Over the course of a few weeks, the Gabriels took the bin to the supermarket, to the town square, to the hairdresser, and even to the local park, where they sent the bin down the slippery dip. All of it was photographed and uploaded to Facebook. The Facebook posts of Binny's adventures received heaps of likes and comments, and when the neighbours returned from their trip, they were astonished to discover their wheelie bin, Binny, had become a local celebrity. As for the Gabriel family, they're saying it's the best dad joke ever. And as someone who may have made a dad joke or two in his time, I should know. There you are, Gabriels, a little dad joke alarm just for you. Hey, book lovers, are you ready to join Australia's fastest growing kids book club? Do you want to hear book reviews made by kids for kids? Then you need to get on board the Squiz Kids book club train. Well, it's not actually a train. That's an odd figure of speech, I know, but you get my drift. The two books we're reading this month are Malamander for our middle school readers, an eerie-on-sea mystery novel from the best-selling kids author Thomas Taylor. And for our junior readers, it's Solve Your Own Mystery, The Monster Maker by Gareth P. Jones, where you get to play the role of detective. So, get yourself to a library or a bookstore and get your hands on these books and get reading. Then, when the August edition of our book club podcast drops at the end of the month, you'll be able to compare your impressions with those of our kid reviewers. And remember, if you're keen to become a book reviewer and join the team helping out catch the reading bug, head to our website and fill out the forms. Happy reading!
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What's the name given to Hank the Tank when they discovered that she was in fact a female bear? Yeah, that's right, they've called her Henrietta the Tank. Question number 2. What's the name given to the wheelie bin that was taken out by an English family? Yeah, well done if you said Binny. Question number 3. Which country did the Matildas beat on Monday night to advance to the World Cup quarterfinals? Yes, that's right, it was Denmark.
Shout-outs.
It's August 9. Today is the birthday of Trolls and Pitch Perfect actress Anna Kendrick. Plus, today is Book Lovers Day. That's me. I'm a book lover. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Jordan from Helensvale, Jess from Tempe, Peyton from Burpengary, and Timmer from Warrnambool. And belated birthday shout-outs today go to Will from Forestville, Liam from Carlingford, Willoughby from Fig Tree Pocket, Gianluca from Newcastle, Naomi from Chatswood, and Albie, who's listening all the way over there in Cape Town, South Africa. And today's classroom shout-outs go to Class 6L and Mrs. Leray at Lakes Grammar School in Warnervale, Class 3A with Miss Gunstone at Gardenvale Primary School in Brighton East, Room 7 with Mrs. Bonwick at Bicton Primary School, Class 3 Gold with Mrs. Randall at St Agnes Primary School in Mount Gravatt, Class 5-6H and Miss Hume at Mandama Primary School in Grovedale, Class 5-6S with Miss Skilleter at Jindalee State School, and finally to Class 6R and Mrs. Calcutt at St Margaret's Anglican Girls' School in Brisbane. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.